It's the story of a man named
Brady,
who was all alone. That this group must somehow form a family. That's the way we all became the Brady Bunch. The Brady Bunch. The Brady Bunch. That's the way we became the Brady Bunch.
well, thank you to your friends for that warm welcome as always. Well, today's video, we have a little special guest speaker for you all today, and he's going to be dealing with the troposphere, the stratosphere, the mesosphere, the thermosphere, and very last, the exosphere. All right there now. So, when you guys think that NASA could have taken that rocket with that limb in it and put it through this here thermosphere, wait till you see what this dude's got to say, because he's going to prove to you that there's no way that could have been done. But don't believe me, let's just hear what he has to say about this, because he's one of these science dudes just like that Birdie Slack and that Prop Robson and all the rest of his crazy acolytes there now. All right there, so let's get on with it. Let's roll the first clip, please.
First we have the troposphere. This is where all of our weather occurs, and it is the lowest layer of the Earth's atmosphere. It starts at the Earth's surface and extends up to a height of 4 to 10 miles. Next we have the stratosphere, which extends to about 35 miles above the Earth's surface. This is where our ozone layer resides and protects us from those dangerous UV rays. It is also the layer where aircraft travels, as it is free from weather disturbances. Now we go up to the mesosphere, where most meteors burn up on entry. The mesosphere stretches up to 50 miles above the Earth's surface. Next we have the thermosphere, and this layer extends up to 400 miles from the Earth's surface, and the air here is very thin. Also, temperatures here start to get really hot, ranging anywhere from 200 to 500 degrees Celsius and 500 to 2000 degrees Celsius in the upper region. And last but not least is the exosphere. The temperature in the exosphere can vary from 0 to 1700 degrees Celsius. The exosphere is the outermost layer of the Earth's atmosphere and is around 6,200 miles from the Earth's surface. Now, according to NASA, low Earth orbit is around 1,200 miles from the Earth's surface. So before I tell you the reasons why it is impossible for us to go beyond the exosphere, or for that matter even past the thermosphere, have a listen to what some NASA experts have to say about this topic.
But we're also really pushing the boundaries in terms of where we're going forward with exploration. I think humans are naturally driven to do this, and this is really the beginning, I think, of human beings leaving low Earth orbit. I certainly plan on being around to see that.
So she's a NASA astronaut, but I guess no one bothered to tell her about the first time that we left low Earth orbit. I guess she might be a little too young to remember. Here we have another astronaut that wasn't told about the moon landing 48 years ago.
The plan that NASA has is to build a rocket called SLS, which is a heavy lift rocket. It's something that is much bigger than what we have today, and it will be able to launch the Orion capsule with humans on board, as well as landers or other components to destinations beyond Earth orbit. Right now, we only can fly in Earth orbit. That's the farthest that we can go. We only can fly in Earth orbit. That's the farthest that we can go. And this new system that we're building is going to allow us to go beyond and hopefully take humans into the solar system to explore. So the moon, Mars, asteroids, there's a lot of destinations that we could go to, and we're building these building block components in order to allow us to do that eventually.
Now, dear friends, just what the heck are these dudes talking about when they're saying that, allow us to go to the moon eventually? Wowee, I've heard everything now. See, haven't they supposed to already have got there already? Oh, that's what they keep saying, but there's no way they could have got through this here thermosphere, because they would have burned up just like a sardine can inside of a propane fire in San Francisco. Oh, they certainly would have now, and not even one of the hydrants in San Francisco's fire department could have put that fire out, I can tell you that right now. Oh, man, you know what they need here? I think what these dudes here down there, see, they need a good slap in the head. That's what they deserve. All right there, friends, now. See, now you see how ridiculous this whole thing is. But if you don't believe me, I just want to ask the doctor about this, see? As we've hired a psychiatrist to do a little bit of poking around at these NASA 9. So, I want to ask the Dr. Theopolis what he got to say about this. Hey, Doc, what do you got to say about the NASA 9 this time?
Well, that's a good question, Mr. Strange. The NASA 9 are suffering from a schizoid embolism, and that's why they have to be under medication and psychiatric treatment immediately. That's my professional analysis.
Well, thank you, Dr. Theopolis. We always just have to get a second opinion, and it never hurts to get a doctor in the house now, does it, dear friends? Well, you heard it from the doctor's mouth. The NASA 9 are suffering from a schizoid embolism, so there's nothing we could do about it, and Expat Taffy's right. They are beyond hope and beyond insanity. Oh, they certainly are. Well, let's get on to part 2 of this here scene now. So, roll part 2, please.
This here is the lunar module now proudly displayed at the National Air and Space Museum. According to NASA, the primary materials used to build the module were aluminium alloy, stainless steel, titanium, nickel steel alloy, heat-resistant glass. Now, if this is the case, we have a very serious discrepancy here. If you remember earlier when I went through the different atmospheres that surround the Earth, both the thermosphere and exosphere have temperatures ranging from 0 to 2000 degrees Celsius. So I decided to examine the melting points of the primary metals that were used to build the lunar module. First off, we have the aluminium alloy, which has a melting point of 463 degrees Celsius. Next we have stainless steel, which has a melting point of 1510 degrees Celsius. Then we also have nickel steel alloy, which melts at 1453 degrees Celsius, and of course the heat resistant glass for the windows, which has a melting point of 760 degrees Celsius. So this would mean that the lunar module, along with its occupants, would have disintegrated well before it even passed through the thermosphere, let alone surviving the Van Allen radiation belts in the exosphere. To protect the astronauts from the Van Allen radiation belts, the lunar module would have required 6 feet of lead shielding. But here's what they really had for protection.
Obviously, the only shielding they had was the literally paper-thin outer hull of aluminum, and their suits consisting of glass fiber, some aluminum fibers, and silicon rubber.
It's very interesting concerning radiation that the astronauts were protected by a thin film of aluminum, when here on Earth they put a lead shield on us when they take a dental x-ray.
In conclusion, when NASA themselves admit to never having left low Earth orbit, and the fact that we don't even have the materials that could withstand the extreme temperatures and cosmic rays in space, how on earth can anyone believe that we ever went to the moon?
Thank you for that demonstration showing us there's no way that module could have gotten anywhere near that moon. And you know why? Because look at this over here now. Look at all those flames from the sun, eh? That's a real heavy-duty explosion now, isn't it, friends? And there's no way that those dudes inside of that lamb could have gotten through and landed on the moon, because they would have been radiated like a Thanksgiving turkey at Christmas time inside of an oven. Oh, that's right there, friends. Certainly is. So anyways, that's my little spiel for today. You guys all take care out there, and you know who you are that are sending us viruses, and that's going to come to a stop real soon, like now, isn't it there? And you all know who you are. Crazy volunteer varmint there, slack asses now, and your crazy acolytes. Oh, right there, friends. Oh, you have a good week now. Now take care out there now. Say, Mr. Strange out.